Hi there, this is Norman Holtzhausen from Boating New Zealand. Today we are reviewing the Aluka 823 Walkaround. March 2023 was perfect timing for Aluka Boats to launch their first model, the Aluka 823 Walkaround. The Auckland Boat Show was stimulating interest with potential boat buyers, and the high-roofed pilot house style cabin with forward-sloping windows is certainly different to most traditional enclosed cabin boats. The striking black paintwork and bold graphics add to the impression that this boat means serious business. Founder of Aluka Boats, Blair Stapleton, has owned boats for many years, but was never quite happy with the configuration. He wanted a boat with a large, family-friendly cabin space and a high-sided walk-around configuration. Fishing would be the main function of the boat, so it needed to have good access around the cockpit, but with those child-friendly high sides. At the same time, performance was key. Time spending in, to and from the magical spot X is wasted time, so he wanted a boat that could get up and go when required. Since he could not find the boat of his dreams, he decided to design and build it. He engaged naval architect Noah Thompson to design something to his specifications, and the Aluka 823 Walkaround is the product of that collaboration. Something like 750 hours of welding went into producing the finished vessel, and we had a chance to try her out just over a week after the boat show. Since the boat was already on the water when I arrived at the Tamaki Marine Park, I did not see her custom triple-axle alloy trailer. However, with a beam of 2.7 meters, she is trailerable within the Category 1 oversize restrictions. Her stunning black hull sides and fetching gold trim was also not immediately apparent alongside the wharf, although the white cabin sides and polished aluminium rails glinted in the sunlight. Designer Noah Thompson joined us for the sea trial, and we quickly got underway. Once we were on the water, I had a chance to chat to Thompson about the design brief. He said that performance was important to the owner, and hence the boat has a relatively high 18-degree dead rise. When combined with the Suzuki 350 horsepower 4-stroke outboard, which features a duo-prop counter-rotating propeller system, this gives the boat a top speed comfortably in excess of 40 knots. Importantly though, she also planes efficiently at 13 knots, and cruises at around 22 knots, with her engine really just ticking along at 3,750 RPM. This gives a fuel burn of around 1.2 kilometers per litre, 1.86 litres per nautical mile in the old units, which is pretty good for an 8-metre plus boat. To counter the tenderness that a deep V produces, the boat comes with zip-wake automatic trim tabs, and we found these worked very well when we could open the throttle up a little bit further out. Thompson explained that he favours larger diameter rails than is usual, for rigidity, safety and comfort. Certainly the rail all around the boat is extremely sturdy and high enough to provide safety for adults and children alike. The entire deck, inside and out, is surfaced in Ultralon foam decking, which is smart looking, functional and extremely kind on bare feet in all kinds of weather. The teak colour option complemented the black and white of the boat, and the Suzuki DF 350 4-stroke hanging off the back was also in the optional white livery. The slow ride down the river gave me the perfect opportunity to look over the boat and literally walk all around. The forward deck is easily accessed around the sides of the cabin, with the anchor fitted into an underdeck fair lead and controlled by a hidden Maxwell drum winch. This removed any hazard to toes or fingers when operating the winch, while a flush-fitting hatch cover provides ample access for servicing. The brow of the forward rake cabin hides a pair of Hella light bars for use when coming into a marina at night. That window rake was a point of difference specified by Stapleton, and he says it gives less glare on the windows, while also providing a lot more room inside the wheelhouse. Also hidden under the bow is a bow thruster, always useful when manoeuvring into tight spaces in a high-sided boat. The boat is fully set up for game fishing, hence a Garmin GMR-18 radar on the roof for finding birds in a workup. Douglas outrigger bases on either side of the cabin, bait station with tackle drawer in the transom, live bait tank and the obligatory rocket launcher style rod holder along the rear roof of the cabin. A clever touch was adding removable rod holders on brackets to the shelves inside either gunnel. This allows rods to be stored upright in these while the boat is being trailered, or even while stored in a dry rack. And a huge section of the transom can be swung open to provide a comfortable walk-through door from the cockpit onto the platform. The stern features a wide fishing platform that allows free movement across the full width of the boat while the motor is down. Wide boarding ladders either side of the motor swing down from a locking section in the stern railing. On the port side of the cabin door is a fully enclosed shower and toilet cubicle with running hot water provided by a 12-volt hot water cylinder. A 120-litre freshwater system and an 80-litre holding tank make this perfect for weekends away. On the right-hand side of the main cabin door is a hand basin with hot and cold water. The fan fold door on the cabin can be clipped neatly out of the way when not required. Stepping into the cabin, we found the port side has a dining table with seating for 3. The table drops down and converts into a 3/4 bunk for overnighting. The front seat has a reversible backrest, so it can be used for passengers facing forward while underway or facing the table while at rest. The starboard side has a modest galley with a 3-burner LPG hob, an oven unit, plus a 12-volt fridge under the counter. The skipper's seat is large and comfortable, with a footrest for additional support. The helm is very neatly laid out, with a massive Garmin 8416 multifunction display providing sounder, chart plotter and radar display options. This is complemented by a Suzuki digital display unit to provide all relevant engine data. All electrical devices on board are controlled by a power distribution model and electronic switches, with a simple and logical graphical control panel. Controls for the drum winch, zip wake trim tabs, as well as the bow thruster complete the dash layout. The forward cabin features a huge 2.1 meter V-berth double bunk, and the cabin has great head height. The finish on the whole boat is very good, with every single aluminium surface either highly polished, painted, or covered with ultra-long decking. By this stage, we had reached the mouth of the Tamaki River and made our rendezvous with a photo boat. Opening the throttle had the boat leap forward, and it's obvious that Thompson has achieved its design brief in terms of performance. She accelerates very well, and while we did not try for the top speed, we were soon skimming along very comfortably in the mid-30 knot range. Her deep V design effortlessly cut through the chop, and even cut through a sizable wake from the ferry, with no lifting or crashing down. Steering was positive, but the small sport-style steering wheel proved to be hard work. Stapleton said he had a larger diameter wheel on its way, which would greatly reduce his effort required. The zip wakes did a magnificent job stabilizing the boat, although we turned them off while doing the hard turns to stop them trying to stabilize us. At rest, the boat was extremely comfortable and certainly fits the bill to be family friendly. Although there is some tenderness from the deep V, this remains comfortable despite our moving around. The stern platform is well clear of the water and feet would remain dry even in a moderate sea. Walking around the sides of the cabin felt secure and safe, and that hidden fair lead and anchor means that fighting a large fish can be done seamlessly the full way around the boat. Taking it to the next stage of actually turning it into a brand and building boats for other people was the logical next step for him. Aluka Boats has collaborated on a manufacturing plant in the Bay of Plenty to build future boats, and their next model, the 923 Adventurer, is already on the drawing board. Stapleton has certainly achieved his objective in terms of building his ideal boat in the Aluka 823 Walkaround.
John Ecclestone from Boating New Zealand. Thanks for watching. If you'd like to see more of these videos, please subscribe to our channel.